Now a BLT stands for bacon, lettuce and tomato. It's fantastic as is, but I feel like indulging a little more and making this into a chicken BLT. It is delicious. It's a hearty meal, and sometimes when I've had a few drinks the night before, this is my cure. Now first up, I need to poach my chicken, and I'm using 2 chicken breasts for this, and I've got a pot of water that's been boiling. Now I'm going to turn it down to a simmer, because you don't want to be adding your chicken when it's rapidly boiling like this. I'm going to season the water with a pinch of salt. And if you like, you can add some flavours to this, such as bay leaves and some thyme, but I'm going to keep it super simple because I really want to taste the flavour of the chicken and all the other ingredients. So chicken breast goes in. And the lid can go on, and this will poach for about 8 minutes. Once that's cooked, turn it off and allow it to cool completely in the water. By allowing it to cool in the water, we're going to get super tender chicken breast. So while that's happening, I can prepare the other ingredients, just like our streaky bacon. I love streaky bacon for this. I like it because it's got a nice even amount of fat to meat ratio. And whenever I'm cooking bacon, I don't like to start with a hot pan. I always start with the pan off and then we'll turn it up. By doing that, we will render the fat, leaving us with crispy bacon. So the heat can go on now. Okay, while the proteins are cooking, we can get on to the accompaniments that are going with the chicken. Some celery, so just chop the celery into long batons. So finely chop our celery. After this, I'm going to finely chop 3 sprigs of parsley and mix that into a delicious homemade mayonnaise. Okay, the chicken is cooked and it's cooled down in the liquid, so we're going to remove it and we're going to start shredding this. Now, you can chop it if you like, but I find it so much easier just to use your hands just to separate the chicken. You'll see it almost turn floss-like in texture. Okay, the chicken has been shredded, so we can now place this into our celery and parsley mayonnaise. And before I go any further with that mixture, I want to get my toast on. I'm using wholemeal bread today. You can use white bread, you can use whatever you like. So we'll pop that down. And then to finish this mixture, for some extra texture, walnuts. Walnuts that have been toasted, some lemon zest, the zest of about half of this lemon, and I'll also use the juice. Plenty. And we'll cut that in half, and then a good squeeze of that into the chicken. This is such a delicious recipe just to have on standby. Now you can see that all that chicken is nicely coated in the mayonnaise. So we'll put that to the side and we'll prepare the rest of our garnishes, which is just some cos lettuce. I'm just using the centre pieces because they're the crunchiest, and some tomato. And we'll slice the tomato into thin rounds. I'm just going to make enough for one. Okay, and let's check this toast. It is perfectly toasted, and while it's still hot, a teaspoon of mayonnaise on each side. I know it's a bit naughty, but why not? And spread that. Then we'll add our lovely chicken mix onto one side and just spread it out all the way to the sides. Looks good. Now for the tomato, a few slices of tomato on top, and the bacon goes in between the lettuce and the tomato. Allow that bacon to season the tomatoes. Then finally, the lettuce leaves. I'm sort of building a big tower here with the lettuce, the bacon, tomato and chicken. And then let's crown it with that little top. Squish it ever so gently. Pop that on a plate. That there, my friends, is one delicious sandwich. Definitely not for every day, but like I said, Sunday morning when you're feeling a little green, that, I promise you, will fix everything.